was really well done. There were variations, of course, in terms of commitment. I'm always impressed by presentation. I don't know why, that's my passion. I really like to commend some schools here who use PowerPoint very well. You know, PowerPoint looks simple, but it's a key thing if you're going to present. I just want to make some honorable mentions if my colleagues can allow me. I like the presentation slides of, where are they? Yeah. Chibuni, Chitovu, Uwero, Mbazi, Kisubi, you know, their slides were a class. They really put the meaning of having PowerPoint. PowerPoint is a very powerful thing, as the one implies. On the other side, I saw all of you try, but I think somewhere a little bit flat. It was a matter of transferring data on paper onto a digital form. That's simply transfer. But with PowerPoint, you can actually modify and even better transform what you're presenting. And that's what I saw with the schools I've mentioned here. They did not talk a lot of things. What they present just speaks for itself. That was excellent. You can clap yourself for that. There was a lot of emphasis on a certain product, which I think is good, and I think should continue with it because schools need it. Content, learning contents, and were really well done. A number of schools did that, which somehow I must say can also be a little bit of a disadvantage for you. Because we are looking for unique things, I must be honest about that. But I want to applaud them for the excellent content they have created. My suggestion is move forward and collaborate with your content because schools need it and will take this country to another level. There are many things I can talk about, which because of time I may not mention here, but you know, when you get a microphone, sometimes you have to say certain things. It's good to have members of this here. I like to commend so much for the wonderful you're doing for this country in terms of education. But I just want to make one remark before I hand over this mic to my colleagues. I'm directing myself to especially UCC, but also your partners in the wonderful development you're doing. I've loved and we've all appreciated the way you've really empowered these students to move on. And there's another component of them, which I think we need to pay attention to, the teachers. My urge is, next time, if not this time, let us find a way of recognizing the teachers who have come, these young boys and girls. Believe me, they know what it takes for a teacher to leave his family, to sit in a lab the whole night. I've seen Moses sometimes chatting with some of them at night. That means I've left everything. These teachers you see here have gone the extra mile. I'm speaking because from a point of authority, because I'm also a teacher. I taught in a classroom for over 20 years. I'm a very, very innovative person, and I know what it means to be innovative. Today, things are soft, but some of us who are doing innovative things, when the kind of things these young boys are doing was a co-curricular activity. But now it's not even a co-curricular activity. It is a thing of the curriculum, all right? So I know these teachers are putting a lot of energy. My recommendation is, one, let us find a way of developing the content related to this wonderful project which empowers the teacher to support them. And in the end, number two, the teachers are recognized for the wonderful work they're doing for these young boys and girls. That is my personal request. We are very many experts in these things. You can seek for advice from us, and I know you can achieve a lot. With that, I'd like to thank once again and hand over my mic to my colleague.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. To the VC, the UCC communication team, the teachers, and the students present. Good evening. My name is MBOYA. And I remember when I came in, the gentleman from Eastbat told you that when you're at Eastbat, the galaxy is what? The galaxy is what? I'm a student of Eastbat. 2016, 2017. And I came to Eastbat to do an MBA. And at that time, Eastbat was the only university that would offer the MBA I wanted. MBA in IT. And I was the only student in that class with the rest doing MBA operations and finance. But Eastbat accommodated me. Today, I left formal employment and got into entrepreneurship or innovation as you do. And we're now doing a product that is embracing micro enterprises. How many people know Kaduka? You've ever seen them? Where there is only one person working. So we have a software that enables them to be able to do their records. We don't turn them into accountants, but we take over the accounting work for them so that they only concentrate on selling and buying. And part of that was contributed by the strong knowledge that I got from this place, that MBA what? IT. Now, while attending and listening to your presentations, personally in my O-level, I also used to participate in Science Congress. And I want to tell you that the solutions you're providing are not just for competition. Some of them are continental solutions that need to be solved. So I'll say this, not to beg, but emphasize. Don't give up on all the projects that you're doing, even if you are not announced as number what? Don't give up. A few remarks on your communication. As you present and you get into the corporate world, communication is very important, and communication skills are key. When you address a gathering like this, it turns not to be a student's gathering, but it can be potential investors into the business that you're holding, or the business idea that you're presenting. So critical, never use the term guys. The moment you stand here to pitch or to present, this is a gathering of international people, and you need to take that critical lesson in presenting and speaking in a formal way, so that when you get out there, you don't have to struggle to learn formal communication. So the word guys, drop it, and make sure you emphasize using formal language. Number two, since you do programming and you're into science, I think you also need some more meat into your presentation. A number of people were asked about authenticity of their products, and they forgot to mention something. How many of you watch TV? Have you ever seen TV at the bottom of it, they say regulated by UCC? Yes. Correct. From today onwards, please know that every innovation you do, it has a regulator. And you need to make sure that you get your certification. If somebody is asking you what will make us understand that your product is authentic, the certification from your regulator or approval from regulator of the innovation you have is what gives you authenticity. Kawa Connect just mentioned of NCDC, meaning that if you have this product called, it was called what? The innovation of the school. That is Kawa Connect, and then there is another school that had an innovation of an academy. What was that? Jumra. The academy? Jumra. Good. So if you provide content, it means you must work with the National Curriculum Development, what? And your nearest regulator is UCC because you're dealing with the public. As long as you have the UCC mark and go ahead, you will say, we are what? Authentic. Number three is never give up in pursuit of the innovation that you have. Number four, you have mentioned a very important development framework called SDGs. And I wish to add you two more, just for starters. The first one, before you even work on SDGs or mention SDGs, is the National Development Plan. What? It has guidance. That shows your understanding of the nation and where the nation is going in terms of planning. Because what you're doing today is what the nation needs now and tomorrow. Number two, as an African child and a person on this African continent, there is what African Union developed called Agenda 2063, which is similar to the SDGs, which is also important for you to address yourself to them and understand the question that African Union needs to be answered for this continent. So that when you want to expand to the countries, as we saw some of the presentations make, it also makes you being aware of the continent and the desires of the continent and the African Union. That will be very important for you. Number 5. As you do this, I've said you are people of IT and science, correct? So we don't do milk, we also do soft, hard food. As you do this, understand how you connect with the market. I'm in innovation space, and there is one word that I don't like very much, saying that our people are poor. We only have limited spending power. And therefore, as you do your innovation, make sure you do innovation that is within the spending power of the population that will buy your what? Product. Power Connect has started with that. They know that students will not have money, so they give you connection that will not need what? Internet. And your parent will not be disturbed that you have to pay internet fee on top of all those other development fees that are being done. So the terminology is understanding that we have a population that has low spending power, and your innovation needs to be within the spending power of the people. Otherwise, regulation and also going to other countries will seem more complex to you, and like Facebook getting to Africa. Yours might not be that easy. So get to understand that part. Lastly, every day we learn. And if you want to say, or if you will ever say that you have learned enough,